My number 5 is the Los Angeles Kings. I don't really have to go in that deep on it because Declan did. But like Ken Holland likes to spend money on the wrong guys. I worked with you on Free Agent Frenzy this year, and you were like, he blew through $10 million
on
in
old
5
guys.
minutes on old guys. Like he's going to people that he trusts, but those people that he trusts are getting older. Kopitar's done at the end of this year. He's never coming back. Doughty is not the defender he once was. I agree about the Quentin Byfield thing. He's not everything he was chalked up to be, as much as I like Adrian Kempe and I like
Kevin Fiala.
And Kevin Fiala's basically got a broken leg. Like, what's he going to look like when he comes back? I just don't like a lot of what they had. We had Dennis Bernstein on the morning show this morning, and he's like, we have some serious problems at center. In case you guys didn't know, that's like the second most important position in hockey behind goalie. And Darcy Kemper, who in years past has been a good goalie, is on the books for only 2 more years. And I think he's showing signs of regression. They don't look good, and they can't win games in regulation. The only bright spot I think they really have is, yes, the play of Adrian Kempe. And now, oh my God, I don't have his name right in front of me and I'm blanking on it. They just traded for him. This is so embarrassing. He's
Panarin?
a superstar. There we go, Panarin. I could not remember.
You're hanging around with me too much.
I guess so.
There,
and Panarin, who's fun, but like, come on. If that's your only bright spot, I got some problems.
I will say this, that you this summer or next, but one of the next 2 summers, you're going to know the most intelligent general manager in the NHL. You know why? They're going to trade for Quentin Byfield. He just needs a change of scenery.
Come on home to Calgary, baby. My number 4, I have the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think we saw what they were this year before Bonus came in. Yeah. Obviously, they are hindered in a little bit. They obviously had Johnny Gaudreau on their books, and he, of course, sadly passed away. And that is a franchise-changing player. Not with you anymore, unfortunately, but like Werenski's really their only guy. And Bonus he came out of retirement to coach the Blue Jackets. Who knows how long he's going to be on the bench for? Yeah. But I think without him, they're in some serious trouble. I don't like some of their prospects. I don't like who they have in goal. And Provorov, you're giving him $8.5 million that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They've got some cap space, so maybe they'll make something happen. But I just don't really like the future for Columbus. My number 3. This is the second time the Oilers fans are going to be happy with me today. I have the Florida Panthers.
Oh, nice.
You know what's crazy? Just to interject really, really quickly, I thought about them. I did, but my thing is, and I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because I said like 8 times it's till the end of the decade.
Yeah.
Even still, though, those 2 cups fix a lot.
Those 2 cups.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
you are right.
They fix a lot, and you get a lot of grace with those from the 13 Panthers fans that exist or whatever. But they have a lot of old guys on contract until the end of the decade. I mean, like Barkov 2030, Tkachuk 2030, Reinhart 32, Bennett 33, Verhaeghe 33, Brad Marchand 31, and then Anton Lundell's not that old. But I like Sam Bennett. He's really the only one that's been able to stay healthy through this entire court. Like the people that you're giving all the money to are hurt. And we see what they are this year. We see how strong the East is constantly every year because that's where the Russian players want to play. And Russian players are really, really good. And as much as I like Paul Maurice and I like Bill Zito, I just think and Aaron Ekblad is an absolute mess in my opinion.
He's like Ekblad's got a lot of miles on him.
Ekblad also has a lot of miles on him because like they're a constantly hurt team that yes, they've won 2 cups, but like looking to the future, their guy is Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Bennett.
They're going to have lots of stories, and they're never going to buy a drink in Sunrise, which is a population of 11 people. But they are not. The bloom is off the rose. They did everything they could to beat the Oilers, and they did it twice.
Yep.
And now
I think they're done.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to go back to being the same old Florida Panthers, IMO, if not slightly worse. My number 2, again, touched on already, the Toronto Maple Leafs. This, to me, is like, yep, you got to decide what you're going to do with Matthews. Got to decide what you're going to do with Nylander. You're probably keeping eyes around. They have no prospects.
No, they've got goalies. They've got a couple of goalies.
But they got nothing on the other side.
No skill.
No skill at all.
No.
And
they have grinders who aren't grinders.
That's
exactly.
right. And
That's
it's
great
aggravating, and they know better. It's almost like that Dubas left and they said, let's not do anything he'd do.
Yep.
And now you're here.
And now you're getting off the Bradshaw living train, and you've hired an outside firm, an agency, to basically hire their own or their own prospects or whatever to come and work for the Leafs.
Right.
This is what's about to happen. Rogers is a mess. They don't really care about the Leafs all that much.
Well,
personally.
they care about the ratings.
They care about the ratings, absolutely. And we're talking about a entire city that does not want to see that. Like, could you imagine the next GM going, all right, guys, we've traded Auston Matthews.
Well,
Toronto will burn down.
Yeah. I actually think that if they play their cards right, then
maybe they can find a way out of this.
Right. But the ideal thing to do, and they won't do it, but the ideal thing to do is to trade him and then hire your GM. Because whoever trades him is like, you gotta move.
Yeah. Because like you're gonna get doxxed and you're gonna have all this stuff and whatever. But yeah, so it's just like a lose-lose situation in Toronto right now. And if they just stay the course of what they're doing, they're just gonna be this middling team like they were this year. And my number one, need I say more? They're minus 100 this year. They're actually minus 98, but the Vancouver Canucks, they are rotten from the roots of this organization.
No,
and I have no idea what they're going to do. Like, Brock Besser got paid, and now he's the same thing as Elias Lindholm, basically. And Jake DeBrusk is a power play merchant.
Yeah. The last good thing that happened to the Canucks was Orland Curtin back. It's just a mess. It really is.
Quinn Hughes wasn't bad.
No,
Quinn Hughes was pretty good, but you traded your captain this year.
But did you hear what Quinn Hughes is saying about the Canucks?
Yeah, God. He was the captain of your organization. You traded him. He's like, man, sure glad I got out of there.
And then he took the side against the guy that they kept. I mean, it's just a nightmare scenario.
It's really bad. So yeah, not all is well in Vancouver, and like I cannot see any bright spots at the end of the day.